Okay, students, now I'm explaining the fourth problem under PERT. So you are given that a project manager has obtained the following optimistic time and pessimistic time and most likely time in weeks. So here you are given the activities and the optimistic time, pessimistic time and most likely time. So this is in terms of weeks. Okay, so whatever data you have been given, it is in terms of the weeks. Now you have to draw a PERT diagram and mark clearly the critical path. What is the probability that the power project will be completed successfully in 32 weeks? You are asked the probability of completion of the project in 32 weeks. Now let us see how we can work out this particular problem. So here for working out the probabilities, we have to arrive at the standard normal variate, which is the expected time minus the x minus the mean expected time divided by the standard deviation. So now we have the formula to compute the expected time. This is nothing but the mean value. Okay, so this is the mean value, mean project time. So here it is given with the formula T0 is TE is equal to T0 plus 4Tm plus TP divided by 6. And the standard deviation formula is TP minus T0 divided by 6. Now first thing that we have got to do is we have to list down all the activities which are given to us in the problem. Then we have to work out the expected time. So here speaking about the expected time, T0 for activity 1 to 2 is given as 6 here. 6 plus 4 into 9 plus 18 divided by 6, which works out to 10. So the standard deviation is equal to Tp minus T0 divided by 6, which is 18 minus 6 divided by 6, which is equal to 2. We take the variance here, the standard deviation square, which is 2 square is equal to 4. Now coming down to the next activity, it is T0 is 5. Okay, the T0 is 5 plus 4 Tm, that is 4 into 8 plus 17 divided by 6, which is equal to 9. Next, the standard deviation is equal to 17 minus 5 divided by 6, which is equal to 2. The standard deviation square is 4. Now coming down to 2 to 4, the T0 is 4 plus 4 Tm, which is 4 into 7 plus the Tp is 22 divided by 6, which is equal to 9. So coming down to the standard deviation, 22 minus 4 divided by 6, which is equal to 3. I am taking the square of the standard deviation, which works out to 9. So similarly for the activity 2 to 5, it is 4 plus 4 into 7. This is given to you in the problem, plus 10 divided by 6, which is equal to 7. So 10 minus 4 standard deviation TP, that is 10 minus 4 divided by 6, which is equal to 1, and the standard deviation square is 1. So 3 to 4, it is 4 plus 4 into 7 plus 16 divided by 6, which works out to 8. The standard deviation is 16 minus 4 divided by 6, which works out to 2. Finally, I arrive at the variance to be 4. Similarly, further for 3 to 5, it is 2 plus 4 into 5 plus 8 divided by 6, which works out to 5. 8 minus 2 divided by 6, which works out to 1. And the standard deviation is 1, and we take up the square and we arrive at 1. So 4 to 5, we have 4 plus 4 into 10 plus 22 divided by 6, which is equal to 11. 22 minus 4 divided by 6 is the standard deviation, which works out to 3. I am taking the square of the same and I arrive at the variance. Now let us work out the network diagram here. So you are given the activities like this. Now working out the network diagram, it is activity 1 to 2, right? So activity 1 to 2, it is 6. 1 to 3, it is 5. Okay. Then 2 to 4, it is 4, and 2 to 5, it is 5. Then 3 to 4, it is we are allowed to take the expected time here, not this one. So expected time will be taken up. I'll write it later. So for 1 to 2, it is 10, right? Then 1 to 3, it is 9. Sorry, I made a small mistake here. So 2 to 4, it is 9. We have to take the expected time that we have calculated. Okay. So 3 to 4, it is given as 8. Let us complete the thing here. Then 4 to 5 we have, and again from 3 to 5. So if you observe here, the network diagram is complete, so we can as well take up the values of the expected time. So 3 to 4 it is given as 8 here. So 3 to 4 is 8. Then 3 to 5. So 3 to 5 we have arrived at 5. So 3 to 5 it is 5. And from 4 to 5 it is 11. Now what we do is we have to work out the critical path. The critical path is nothing but all the possible paths in the network diagrams. That is 1 to 2, 2 to 5, then 1 to 2, 2 to 4 and 4 to 5, 1 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 1 to 3, 3 to 5. Now if we work out the duration here, so 2 to 5 we have 7. So 1 to 2 we have 10 plus 7 which is equal to 17. 1 to 2, 10 plus 9 plus 11, so which is 30, right? Then 1 to 3, 3 to 4. So 1 to 3 it is 9 plus 8 plus 11, so it is 28. 1 to 3, 3 to 5 is 9 plus 5 which is equal to 14. Now if you observe here, the longest duration is for 1 to 2, 2 to 4 and 4 to 5. So this will be your critical path. Is it not? So here let us work out the standard normal variate. So standard normal variate will have to be worked out. What I should do is now I have to take up the variance of the activities, right? So the activities which are there in the critical path are 1 to 2, 2 to 4 and 4 to 5. So corresponding to this, the standard deviation square, that is variance, is given in the problem we have worked out. So that we have arrived at as 4, 9, then 9. So if we add up all the values, we arrive at 22. Now let us work out the standard normal variate, which is x minus mu divided by standard deviation. So x is a unknown, minus the mu is nothing but the total duration in the critical path, that is 30, minus this is a standard deviation square. I have to take the square root of the same, which works out to 4.69. So the z is given as x minus 30 divided by 4.6. This I have to use for the computation of the standard normal distribution. Now here you are asked to calculate the probability of the project getting completed in 32 weeks. So let us now work out the standard normal distribution. So here we have the standard normal distribution table. So it is represented this way in a standard normal curve. So here this is 0, this is mu. Okay, so the value is 30. Now we are given the thing that what is the probability that the project gets completed within 32 weeks. So what I should do is I should take up the area like this. So the area here is split up into two equal halves. This is a symmetry. So here you are representing 0.5. Here again it is 0.5 and 0.5. So as I have told you, this is whole of this is 0.5. And here I will get the data from the standard normal distribution table from 0 to 32, 30 to 32. So what I should do is I have to, this is already we know this area is representing 0.5. This I have to take the table value, add up and then arrive at the probability. Now probability that the project gets completed within 32 weeks is probability that the project gets completed within less than or equal to 32 is equal to, is it not? So here 0.5 plus x minus 30 divided by 4.69. So 0.5 is what is the value here. The value that we arrive at is 0.8985. Okay, so this value that we are having, this we have to take up the value from the standard normal distribution table. So the table value for 0.85 is 0.3023, which is nothing but 0.8023. The project getting completed within 32 weeks is 80.23%. So this is how we calculate the probability under the PERT method. So this is about this particular problem. Thank you.